Coachman, and this is Super Bowl Sunday on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see a man on his 8th NFL team, Ryan Fitzpatrick, and the Miami Dolphins as they take on Case Keenum and the Washington Redskins. Kickoff now just moments away. It is finally time to crown a champion as I'll hand it over to the two men who will call the action, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. I'm Brandon Gaudin. To my left is my good friend Charles Davis, and what a thrill to be here for the biggest one of them all, the Super Bowl. And it seems to get bigger every year. The lights get brighter, the cameras more numerous. I don't know, there's just so much that goes into this game. It's an honor to be here, isn't it?
It is an honor, and I can't wait to share this game with you. This is going to be a whole lot of fun. You're my partner, my best friend. I can't imagine being anywhere else but right here with you. And just think about it this way. You mentioned the magnitude. This is no longer just a game for America or even North America. This is worldwide. People watching from just about every country in the world. This is impressive.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and just about ready to roll. The first Super Bowl of the new decade, Super Bowl 54, is underway. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you.
Throwing Fitzpatrick. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd down, it's Drake, and a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. Kenyon Drake, he was kind of underutilized last year when Adam Gase was head coach, only 7 starts, but now he's going to get a chance under new head coach Brian Flores to really showcase his talent. He certainly flashed his diverse playmaking abilities a season ago. 9 touchdowns, 5 through the air, and 4 on the ground. Fitzpatrick now from the 50. On the right side, open is Gesicki. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. We're scoreless after one. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On first down, Drake. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
From the 30 on second down, Fitzpatrick. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. That is caught at the 7. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's 1st and goal. Here's a run with Balaj. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Second and goal from the 1. Toss play to Balaj. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami, with the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. That time a 9-play drive, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Redskins heading out for the first time on offense, and this is, of course, really a team in transition. The first unofficial depth chart that came out in early August, it had Colt McCoy #1 at QB, Case Keenum 2, the rookie Dwayne Haskins at 3. Well, since then, McCoy's been banged up a bit, so it's been Keenum that's moved to the top. And remember, you still have Alex Smith lurking too, Charles, or maybe not for a while.
Yeah, I think that when you ask people in Washington, and I talk with someone close to the situation, Alex Smith is not likely to be involved at all this season. He's still trying to heal. I think Keenum's going to win the job and be the starter to begin the season. McCoy will be 2 and Haskins 3. And I think that's by the organization's own doing. They don't want Dwayne Haskins to be the starter right out of the gate. 1-year starter in college. They prefer that he sit and learn this year and take over starting next season.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, Keenum. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Throwing is Keenum. That's caught by Trey Quinn. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 34-yard line. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before half. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. The halftime show, quite a spectacle, but it's back to football for the second half of Super Bowl 53. This one taken just inside the 10. And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, Washington. He goes 91 yards on the kick return as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And people still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the third quarter, and boom, we got points on the board.
And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half.
Hopkins with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. That one good for a 91-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. Caught it just inside the 10 at the 9, and his feet did the rest. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Running, it's Drake. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on third. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Drake. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. And the Redskins retake the field for drive number 2. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run again with Peterson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. One quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, here's Keenum. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. Able to fight through 1 tackle. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Fitzpatrick, the old war horse, getting everybody up to the line quickly. Breaks through the contact. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
On 1st down, Drake. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop. We've had some wild Super Bowl finishes recently. 49 in Arizona, 51 in Houston, now this one. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Mike, 53.
They'll run here with Balazs. It was Jonathan Bostic there on the stop. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
They'll stay on the ground. Balazs again. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So a big one coming now for Jason Sanders. This to take the lead here in the final minute. The kick by Sanders is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. That might just have been the most pressure-filled kick in Super Bowl history, but he stepped up, knocked it through just like it was a Tuesday practice in July.
And if it's not the most pressure-filled, it's certainly right among them. A title on the line, and he comes through. Nails.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Keenum. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. One final try now for Keenum. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. One last throw for Keenum. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And the Lombardi Trophy has a home in South Florida. The Miami Dolphins are your Super Bowl champions. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys.